Good morning. I wanted to say hello to Tanya, Jocelyn, Clara, and Karina. This is Albert Rodriguez, and I'm kind of doing this short video web and or mock webinar or even tutorial presentation just to say hello and run a quick test and see how this might turn out. I go ahead and click here on our thread. I wanted to say I'm glad to be in this group with each and every one of you. The good news is everyone on this team is going to be getting 100% credit for this group project. I think we should always shoot for 100% and nothing less. All you'll need to do is to participate and put your best foot forward, in an effort to be able to get credit. I think we can do it. I know we can do it, and it will happen. Organization. In an attempt to try to keep our group board organized, I'm suggesting that we continue to use the very first thread for our basic communication. Any communication that we have going back and forth to each other, I think would best be served by clicking here on Tanya, since she was Tanya's first post, since she was the first one to actually post on here. I think if we just click on her post every time and then reply to that, then we should be able to follow the conversation that ensues on this thread for our group project, without having to jump all over the place. One of the things that I thought that we needed to do, since this group project does require us to gather information, raw information, I broke down the raw information that we need from each participant into 4 basic parts. And I created a thread for each one of the 4 parts so we can keep everything organized. I'm going to go ahead and click on this first one over here where it says part 1 of 2. This particular thread perhaps is the most important, and what we really need to do is we need everyone to post at least 2 challenges that they were faced with in taking an online class. It's okay to have overlapping challenges if someone else has already posted something that's similar. In fact, if we see many that are challenges that are similar, that will help in our presentation to being able to point out what things were common and what challenges were ones that people found found to be a problem as a pretty common thing. A little bit of redundancy there, but okay. And we should also post at least 2 strategies that were used to attempt to overcome those challenges. We want to know what worked. We want to know what didn't work. If everyone can post something on here, I think that would be very important, so we have the raw information available to the group so we can put together a presentation that's going to be powerful and adequate. I'm going to the second thread, part 2 of the group. Part 2 of the group, this is where we should post, and this should be very easy for everybody to do, but everybody here needs to post any special technologies used in either taking an online class or overcoming any challenges, so they can overcome any challenges in the class, or what I'm saying. If no special technologies were used, please indicate so. Remember, computers, laptops, cell phones, handheld organizers, and iPhones count, so please let the group know which ones you used. This will be helpful again in putting our presentation together. If you used none, state so. Number 3, I'm not going to click on that one. That's just, we'll click on it for fun. That's about tutoring and any special assistance. Anyone who needed any special tutoring or any special assistance in taking this class, please make a note here. If you did not require anything, please don't leave us guessing. Post here and let us know whether or not you needed any special tutoring, or any special assistance. You might even put here, suggest somewhere or something you may have done had you needed any special tutoring or any special assistance in taking this class. Again, if everybody can post something here, this will give us the raw information we need to being able to get this done properly. And finally, group 4. This is where you want to post any special challenges that you encountered with books and or materials, communicating, computer problems. For instance, on books, I know some people had problems. They ordered books online, they ordered used books. Some of the books came without pages. When you got to doing the special assessment, some people found that the special assessment pages were missing. This is where you'd want to state those kind of problems. Communication. If you had any communication problems, either with a message or discussion board or any other communication challenges, this is where you'd want to state them. If you had no communication problems, please state that you had none so we know. Computer problems. Any computer problems that you may have had. Not having a computer, having to go to the library to use a computer, having to borrow your friend's laptop, whatever type of computer problems that you had, this is where you want to state them. Again, if you had no computer problems, please let the group know that you had no computer problems, so when we put our presentation together, we have everybody's input and everybody can say they participated 100% in this project. Let me go back here. I think I'm running a little bit long-winded here, but I think you got the general gist of that. I'm going to be creating also another thread which we're going to use for attachments and rough draft copies of attachments as need be. Till then, I look forward to continued communication with everybody, and I look forward to your continued success.